Good evening, everyone. Today I have a discourse or a sutra for you. It's called Inverted or Upside Down Sutra. It's from Anguttara Nikaya, the Book of the Trees. It's about 3 kinds of people who can be found in the world. And after listening to this sutra, I will let you decide which one of the 3, which group of the 3 is the best kind of people. The Buddha said there are 3 kinds of people who can be found in the world. Which 3? The first type is people with upside down wisdom. The second type is people with wisdom on their lap. And the last type is people with wide wisdom, with great wisdom. Who are people with upside down wisdom? Some people who often go to the monastery, to the temple, and who go to the temple to hear the teachings of the Buddha. They have good intentions. Monks, bhikkhu, and nuns, bhikkhunis, teach them something meaningful and beneficial. But even then, when they're sitting there listening to the Dhamma, right, they don't pay attention. They don't attend to what they hear. Also, when they get out from the seat to leave or to go back home, they still don't attend, don't think about what they have heard. So it's just like they just leave everything behind at the temple. Even then, they come to the temple with good intention to hear the Dhamma or the Buddha's teachings, but they don't listen carefully, they don't pay attention to what they hear, and when they leave, they don't even think about that, just like leave everything behind at the temple. It's like when a pot full of water is tipped over, is upside down, so the water drains out and doesn't stay or remain there. So it's just like the kind of people who even often go to the temple with good intention to hear what is good for them, but they don't listen carefully, they don't pay attention, so they gain nothing from what they've heard. Some people just play games on their phone or just chat with friends in Facebook. So the Buddha said that these are people with upside down wisdom, just like a water pot that is tipped over, nothing stays there. Second type is the people with wisdom on their lap. So who are they? There are some people who often go to the monastery to hear the teaching of the Buddha. While sitting there listening to the Dhamma, they attend to what they hear. But when they get out from their seat and about to go back home, they just leave everything behind. They don't attend to what they've heard. They don't reflect on or think about what they have heard. So it's like a person who has different kinds of food on their lap, such as sesame or rice grains. Someone pours sesame or rice grains on their lap. So when they lack of mindfulness, they get up from their seat without mindfulness, everything gets scattered all over. So too, someone who might, often go to the monastery to hear the teaching of the Buddha, even they pay close attention to what they are hearing, but when they get up to leave, they just leave everything behind. They don't just take it with them to their home. So this is the second type of people, which is the people with wisdom on their lap. The last type is the person with wide or great wisdom. There are people who often go to the monastery to hear the teachings of the Buddhas. While sitting there, they pay close attention to what they are hearing. When they leave the place and go home, they still reflect on what they have heard. They think over and over, and they try to make a connection from what they have heard to their actual life. and know how to apply the knowledge they have heard to use in daily life. So this is like a pot that is kept upright. The water that was poured into it stays there and does not run off. So this is called a person with great wisdom. When they listen to the Dhamma, they attend to what they are hearing. And after that, after they leave the monastery or after, turn off the mobile phone, in this case, they try to reflect on what they have heard and try to make a connection and try to adapt or apply it to use in real life. Of these three kinds of people found in the world, who do you think is the best? The Buddha said, a person with upside down wisdom is not wise. For a person with wisdom on their lap is better than the person with upside down wisdom, but still, even though they have good intention that they go to the temple or the monastery to listen to what is good for them, the Buddha's teachings, but they don't think over and over about it. They don't reflect on, or they don't, take it to their home, take it or embrace it to use in real life. So this is not still the best kind. Who is the best is the person with great wisdom. Who are they? So when they listen, they go to the temple first, right, to hear what is good, to hear the Dhammas, or they just turn on the mobile phone and listen to Dhamma, just like now. And when they hear, they listen. When they listen with full attention. And after listening, they try to reflect on and use it in real life. And if this kind of person practice in accordance with the Dhamma, they can make an end of suffering eventually. So today, I hope you learn something beneficial. I hope you all try to be a kind of person with great wisdom. Learn, reflect, and then apply in everyday life. May you all be truly happy and liberated from all sufferings.